everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is going to be a makeup inspired tutorial of the beautiful Rosie Huntington Whitely. This is the makeup look that I have tried my hardest to recreate. It was a bit of a nightmare, especially the lip colour, but I really like how it turned out. So if you'd like to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So for primer, I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique primer. I'm using this because it's kind of an illuminating primer and she doesn't seem to have really matte skin, so that's why I wanted to use a kind of brightening primer. Now for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt foundation. This is slightly too light at the moment because I have got a bit of tanning moisturiser on. So I'm going to be mixing in a bit of the shade adjusting drops, the darkening ones by the Body Shop. So I'm just putting this everywhere all over my face, and I'm also going to put it on my neck. On my neck I'm just going to use a brush, as that's kind of easier really than using a sponge. Rosie is obviously a lot more brown than I am, so yeah, I have got a bit of tanning moisturiser on at the moment on kind of my arms and shoulders and chest area, but I didn't really apply it to the rest of my body as I didn't really see a point. So now it's on to concealer. I'm using the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. This is in the shade Fair Light, as I really like a bright under eye, and Rosie does have a really bright under eye in this particular photograph. So I'm going to pop this on my chin because she has a very bright chin and a very bright forehead. Kind of this whole area really is very bright, so I'm just applying a little bit extra than I normally would, so I make sure I get that kind of look. And then also she's kind of got it here and on this area of the nose. So I'm just going to blend that away again with my beauty blender. I'm just grabbing the same concealer but in a slightly darker version, just to cover up any blemishes on my face, because obviously the one for under my eyes is way too light. Now I'm just going to set that with the NYX HD Studio powder. Next it's time for brows, and I'm using this Barry M Brow Kit, Shape and Define, and I'm using the first shade here with this Bella and Bear eyebrow brush. This isn't really it isn't the greatest match for me colour wise in my brows, because I don't know, my brows are very cool toned, like they're more grey, but obviously they're not grey, but they're more going towards the grey kind of spectrum, whereas this powder is very warm, a very warm browny colour. Mine's just like an ashy blonde, that's what you're supposed to call it. So yeah, I'm just filling my brows in with this. So brows are all filled in, and I'm now going to be using the Miss Sporty Just Clear Mascara. I love this for setting your brows. It is actually meant for your brows as well as your eyelashes. I've never really used it on my eyelashes. As you can see here, Rosie has very sculpted cheeks, so I'm now going to go ahead and sculpt out my cheekbones, if I have any, using the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt. It doesn't look like she's got too much contour on her forehead, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the temples. I'm going to do a tiny bit up here. I'm also going to slightly contour my nose with this. So I'm just buffing this in with a brush. I do have a full contouring and highlight routine up on my channel now, as it's a very requested video for you guys, and it's actually for pale skin. I'm not quite as pale as I was then, but that is up on my channel. If you want to go check it out, I will link it in the description box if you'd like to see it. So now I'm just going to go over the contour on my cheeks and using the Smashbox contour palette, I think it's called. Yeah, contour palette. And using this contour shade here. Rosie has very obviously contoured cheeks, so I'm not worrying too much about making this look really natural. So I'm just really concentrating on getting that contour kind of on point because hers is definitely looking good. Just a little bit around the forehead. So next I'm just going to kind of apply a bit of both the concealers that I've used. Because one's too light and one's too dark, and kind of go underneath the contour just to sharpen it up a bit. Okay, so moving on, I'm just going to bronze up a bit now using the Natural Bronzer by Rimmel. It looks very bronzed and sculpted, so I'm going to go a bit heavy duty on this. She doesn't seem to have any blush on. I don't know whether to apply blush or not, but I do have this Makeup Revolution blush in the shade Love, and it's quite like a neutral colour. It's quite, oh my goodness, that was too much. What have I done? Oh, this is so pigmented. Okay. That'll do. Just a slight flush of colour to the cheeks, because she doesn't appear to really have any, but I'm going to apply it anyway. So from the Smashbox palette, I'm going to be applying this colour here under my eyes because she has very, very, very bright under eyes, and this is a really nice powder for really brightening up the under eyes. So now it's onto eyes, and Rosie seems to have a nice kind of quite neutral brown smoky eye, so I'm going to try and recreate that. The first, I'm going to have to kind of experiment with colours because I haven't yet done this, but the first palette I'll be using is this L'Oreal Smoky palette in the shade Marron Glaze? I don't know. But I'm just going to be applying this brownie shade here in the crease. With a slightly smaller brush, I'm just going to take that on the lower lash line as well. And kind of connect it to the upper lash line. I like how that's looking so far, and I'm just going to go in with the slightly darker brown shade here and put this into the very inner crease. I'm not going too crazy because I think I've quite got a good match at the moment. I feel like her eyes are slightly more of a bronzy tone, so I'm just going to use the bronzer from the Smashbox palette, the middle shade, and I run that through the crease just to kind of, I feel like hers is very more warm, mine's more cool, so I'm just going to run that through the crease and see how that looks. She seems to have black eyeliner kind of on her tight line and also on her upper lash line, so I'm just going to apply a bit of the Rimmel Special Eyes Precision eyeliner in black. Then I'm just lining my waterline with this white eyeliner from Natural Collection. it doesn't look like she's wearing false lashes, so I'm just going to apply the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt Mascara. So that is mascara done. Now I think I've finished my eyes now. I'm just going to move on to like highlight and stuff. Now I'm going to use the primer that I used as a highlight because it's most natural. It doesn't really look like she's wearing too much highlight, which is why I'm going for a liquid one, just because it looks a little bit more natural. Under my brow bone, I probably look like a crazy woman. So I look like a crazy woman, but to blend it in I'm going to use my beauty blender, as that's what kind of blends it in the most. If I didn't apply this much I would have just used my finger, but and that just gives a really nice healthy glow all over the face. Now I don't think I'm going to go in with a powder highlight because it doesn't look like she's wearing one. She does look like she's wearing a slight coppery shade on her eyelid. I'm just going to take this MAC quad in the shade Pink Sensibilities and take this brown shade here and run this over the eyelid. So now on to lips, and she's wearing a very natural lips, quite pink. Looks like it's got a lot of highlight in the middle. So first of all I'm going to apply a pink lip liner. This is the Essence lip liner in the shade Wish Me a Rose. So to kind of get that peachy colour she's got, I'm going to apply this lipstick from the Body Shop. Can we just appreciate this packaging? Look how beautiful this is. I never thought silver and rose gold would look good together, but this is just absolutely stunning. Look at that. The colour is beautiful. The pigment isn't too great. It's more of like a lip gloss, but it's still gorgeous, and it's in the shade 01. So I'm just using a bit of MAC Vegas Volt, yeah. It's not the greatest match on the planet, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you'd like me to do any more celebrity inspired tutorials, please let me know and I will do some, and let me know if any like specific people or looks you want me to do, and I will make sure to do them. If you'd liked this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment any videos you'd like me to do, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!